Good afternoon, friends. Thank you so much for honoring this invitation for today's workshop. And today's workshop, as I shared with you, some of the brief notes that I shared with you and the consent form that I shared with you, the workshop today is on matters related to fire preparedness. This is a co-design session, and would like to co-design matters related to fire preparedness here in Queensland, and specifically maybe we can narrow it down to Brisbane, but I think the whole of Queensland is prone to fire, and therefore it will be really important. The information will be really important, and whatever we're going to do today is really going to help us on to see how to combat fire when it arises. So before I move on, I would want to say also thank you for signing the consent form for me. And as shared on the consent forms, this session will be recorded, and also pictures for this particular session will be recorded. But it's all for the purpose of for educational purposes generally. So. And that is why I shared the consent form, just for the sake of people to give in their consent, if they'll be comfortable to share their photos to be shared, and any information that you're going to share during this particular session. And thank you for signing for me the consent forms. Yeah. So before I go into delve further into this particular session, I would want to take you through the session agenda so that we get to know what you're going to do throughout this particular session. The session is going to take approximately 90 minutes. So yeah, that is the time that we estimate to take. It can be less than the 90 minutes, but maximum of 90 minutes. Yeah, so snacks are provided, and you are ready. You can eat at any time you want to grab a snack there. Yeah. So the agenda of this particular workshop, we'll have, of course, the welcome and introductions. We're going to introduce ourselves, and then I'm going to give a context and background about fire in Queensland, and then after that we'll delve deeper into identifying the current challenges that are faced by Queensland in combating the fire, and then we will also brainstorm on fire preparedness and solutions for the same. And at the end of it all, we're gonna close and have the next steps, and then if there'll be any questions, then you'll be free to ask. Yeah, so I would want us to be full free. This is just an open session, no answer is wrong, and feel free to share everything that you'd want to share with us for the sake of this particular topic. And the other thing, maybe, of course, because it's a workshop, I would like all of us to have our phones, to have some set of rules for this particular workshop. We have our phones on silent mode, and the washrooms on your right, then you turn on your right again, in case you'd want to relieve yourself. Yeah, and I think nothing else. I think we are all good to go now. So we'll start off with introductions, and I would want us to make it fun a bit. So in introduction, you're going to tell us your name, and then you tell us two things that are true about you as an individual, and then one that is untrue, that is false, that is a lie, that is not you as an individual, and then we as members, we are going to identify which one is the lie one and which one are the true one. So two true things about you and one that is not true about you, and then we're gonna identify which one is untruthful one. Yeah. So anyone can go in first. I don't want to start from anywhere, but anyone who is ready can go in first. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my name is Lourdes, and I'm happy to be here today. Yeah, I know it's summer is approaching, and it's usually prone to fires, and it's a good way to be prepared and also make sure the community is prepared. So going into two things about me that are true is that one, I recently bought a house. Two, I am graduating, and what else? What else are we supposed to say?
You just say three things
About me.
about you, and then we'll identify which one which is not true. Yeah.
Oh, so three things about me is one, I am graduating. Two, I recently bought a house, and three, I grew up in a farm.
Yeah. We'd want to go in second. No, we have to identify which one is untrue about her. So she has mentioned she's graduating soon. She recently bought a house. And the third one, she was brought up in a farm. Which one do you think it's not true there?
I don't know.
All can be yes.
Everything.
Can be true there.
Everything can be true.
Yeah.
I think the one
But the
one
last
buying
one-
the house, I think it's untrue.
May think
Maybe I won a lottery.
may think she says she grew up in a farm.
Yeah.
May, she doesn't look like a farm.
Okay.
But anyway, those
Yeah.
all of them are.
One
right
of
there.
you, Willie, which one do you think it's not true about her?
I candidate to the one that is untrue there.
Which one is it?
The one for graduating.
Uh-huh.
He's like he's graduating next year, no?
Yeah. So she's gonna tell us which one, whether we got it or not.
Buying the house.
Buying the house and the fee we have been paying, yeah. If it wasn't for the fee, then we would have said, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Then
Okay.
Willie,
Okay.
three things, just three things, and then we'll identify one which is not true.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
participants and facilitator. Okay. My name is Willie. What I can say about myself to describe, I am naughty, cool, and I'm planning to go to US.
Nice.
I've got opportunity to go to US.
You wanna leave us here? Yeah. Which one do you think it's not true about him?
Willie doesn't look naughty.
For me, I think going to the US is not true.
Yeah.
And you?
Uh,
Which one do you think it's not true?
I think that one about US. Yeah, looks fishy.
Okay.
Then you're
Yes,
gonna
correct.
tell us which one
Yeah,
is not
correct.
true.
The one for US. I've
Yeah.
not gotten that opportunity
Yeah.
of going there.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
My name is Ian, and I'm very happy to be part of this co-design today. It's really an interesting topic, considering that fire is something that can happen anytime. So we need to make sure that everyone is on the know and make sure that we are safe at all times. So what I can say about myself, I'm so happy. I might or might not graduate this year. Yeah, another thing that I'm happy about myself is I recently bought a new car. Yep. And the last thing, I don't know. Yeah.
Which
Is
one
it
is the
three
last
things?
Three things.
Three things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've already said two.
Graduating, car.
What else?
And a car.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know
Maybe
any other?
maybe I can say after the yeah.
So for the two, do you want us to say which one is true, not
Yeah.
and which one is not true?
Yeah.
The untrue one is the one for graduation. He's
Oh.
going, this guy gonna graduate.
Willie is against everyone graduate.
No, he's graduating.
Oh, he's graduating.
I'm
He's
not.
graduating.
The untrue
But
one,
he
the
said
untrue one.
that he's not, I'm happy, I'm not graduating. Oh,
Ah,
it's opposite.
okay. That is
one for me, I think it's the car.
Yeah,
Did you buy a car recently?
yeah, I did.
Oh.
I did.
Wait.
My dream car, yeah.
Ian is rich.
Ian is rich. Yeah. Then I'll be the last one. So 3 things about me. One is that are true about myself. That I'm in level 4. That is in terms of age. The other thing is I have a 19-year-old teenage girl.
Wow.
And then the other one is about me is which is the other one?
The one in Australia now. You have talked of what is it?
Oh, I've talked what is it? The other one is I'm graduating.
Wow.
Yeah, I am going to graduate.
You are not
Yeah, this
graduating.
is my last trimester. Yeah. So, can you tell me which one is not true about me?
Not graduating.
Not graduating.
For me, you don't look like you are in 4th floor in life. You look maybe approaching, not like you have not approached yet.
Yeah.
For me, I can say she doesn't look like she has a 19-year-old because she looks like she's 19. Yeah.
She's talking of herself. She's a teenage.
Yeah.
So, out of the 3, the one which is not true is I'm not graduating.
The others are true.
The others are true because I've not yet finished I still have 1 trimester to do. Yeah. Others I would have finished. It's just because I dropped some notes behind. The others are not graduating.
Just
so,
like me.
yeah. So the others are true about myself. Yeah. So that was just to know about each other, who we are with in the room,
Yeah.
how some of the things maybe they have achieved in life and something of the sort.
Yep.
So yeah, that was an opening session for us, and therefore I'll go into our next agenda, which is just to give a brief about fire in Queensland. But I think I don't need to give much information because we are all aware. I think it was all over the world about the bushfires in Australia. I think way back in 2019.
We were still in Kenya then.
Yeah, we were still in Kenya, but we actually got to hear about it and
It was terrible.
ask our friends and families that were in Australia whether they are safe and all that. So, and that is why I chose the topic because Queensland is very susceptible to fire because of sometimes it can really be dry as you saw this. Was it this year or last year? It was very hot. Yeah. So they say that in the southeastern and central Queensland, bushfires typically occur during the dry spring conditions. In the tropical savannas, bushfires typically occur during the dry season, and that is during winter and spring. So sometimes they cannot be able to know the exact timing of when this will happen. So sometimes it varies with the latitude and the distance from the coastal part. Yeah. They say that the tropical savannas of North Queensland are characterized by frequent large bands. So they can be very huge bands. Across, I know we have never experienced it, but that is what they're saying, that sometimes it can be very large bands. And they say human beings play a very central role when it comes to these particular bands. So we as the human beings contribute a lot to these bands in Australia. And there will be need for people to be really sensitized and made aware of the things that can cause fire and all that, and how to take care when fire comes up. Yeah. So that is just a short overview about fire in Australia. And as I mentioned, that this particular co-design is just to because Queensland is prone to fire. So this particular workshop today was just to bring us together to discuss what are some of the things we can do as residents, as citizens of this particular Queensland to combat fire, and what are some of the solutions that we can come up with at the end of the day to ensure that we can tame fire before it happens, or something of the sort. Yeah, so for this particular co-design, I've come with materials that will help us to develop some of the ideas that we are going to put forth, all of us, because at least all of us know or have an idea of what we can do when a fire comes up. So I'll also have guiding questions for us to be able to brainstorm. So people will be able to think critically of some of these particular ideas, and then we'll brainstorm as a team. And at the end of the day, we'll have to come up with maybe three key things that we'll discuss, and the solutions for those things that we think are the ones that really cause fire, and how they can be, what solutions can be offered for these particular things. Yeah, so that is just a brief. So we'll be having breaks in between. I don't want you to get tired during the workshop, and anyone will be free to give an icebreaker at the mid of the session. Yeah. So one of the things that I want us to look is, I want us to identify what are the current challenges that Queensland is now facing when it comes to matters related to fire. And one key question that I want to throw to all of us is, what do you think are the biggest fire preparedness challenges currently facing our state? So I have the sticky notes here that I will distribute to all of us, so that you write.
Are we writing with marker pen?
Yeah, you can write it with a marker pen. So yeah.
So what was the question again?
So the question is,
This one.
Yeah.
The question is here. What do you think?
What do you think are the biggest fire preparedness challenges currently facing Queensland? Yeah.
So challenges.
Yeah. So what are the challenges?
Are we
When
writing?
it comes to
Are we
fire
writing one idea
preparedness?
per?
Yeah, one idea per sticky note. If you have more than two, you can give me 3 ideas. So how we are going to do this is, you will write your 3 ideas.
Yep.
Everyone will write their 3 ideas, and I would want the ideas to be you will add another 3 ideas onto the ones she has written.
Yep.
And then you will add another 3 ideas. You will add another 3 ideas onto what has been written.
So
it doesn't matter. Sometimes it can be related or something of the sort. Yeah. So we're gonna pass the ideas.
yeah.
So after writing first the 3.
Yeah. You write.
So,
Everyone to write.
so should I wait for her to finish, then
No.
she can
You can write your 3.
mine?
Yeah,
Alright.
then you will.
I'll share.
You will share like this. Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay.
Umebaki ama umemaliza wote?
So you take it round. She will add any other. You still have to add any other three
If
that
you
you
are not able
think.
to see my handwriting,
You can add any other three. You can still think
Okay.
out of the box.
Okay.
What if I don't have any more?
Yeah, if you don't have any more, you just pass it.
Or we try our best.
Yeah, you can pass it to him.
Yours,
We are not
you
yet.
pass.
Until I'm still thinking of the
Ah,
third one.
okay.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay. Okay. So this will guide us later when we'll be brainstorming on the best ideas. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just stick them here.
The one that has already 6.
All of them, because
Give it to me. No,
There's
remain
no-
with that and then add another 3.
there's no wrong
Or
or
1
right.
or 2.
If you have no more, it's okay.
Yeah.
So just
Or we can just,
yeah.
or we just leave out.
It's windy. It's
Maybe
windy.
you can stick each separate so that it doesn't get blown.
It's okay.
Just stick everything.
Yeah, just leave it that way.
So those are the challenges. They're coming on.
You can take a photo.
Yeah.
Let me help you take a photo.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Challenges.
So challenges.
Okay, let me take it real quick, then you can just.
Okay, thank you about that. So I would want us to look at this particular.
We see the ones that are related.
Yeah, no, just look at this. What are some of these particular challenges that
Okay.
you mentioned? So, early fire detection. What do people think about that? Is it a major challenge? Yeah.
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 It is.
Yeah.
Because we've
Like-
seen detections, even here at Griffith, right?
Yeah.
These are detections.
Yeah, there's something
somewhere.
like
Yeah.
So it can detect fire.
Yeah, so it has some zones like green, red, yellow. It tells you the severity.
if it is high or
Yeah.
catastrophic.
Yeah.
And then where to position resources. Who mentioned that? Can
Me.
tell us more about that. Yeah.
For example, on resource management
Mm.
and decision making.
Mhm.
So sometimes it becomes a challenge
Mhm.
where where should be a center point actually.
Mm.
For example, if they have detected area A and B are more prone to fires.
Mm.
So the challenge comes where to put those resources, like firefighting engines,
Mhm.
where to position.
Mhm.
So sometimes it is difficult to
To
locate.
know where to locate them. Okay. And then there's information sharing.
Mine also.
Mhm.
For example, the government need to come up with innovative bushfire related technology. That is information sharing so that they can, citizen can be able to get information about fire
Yeah.
early enough to
Okay.
prepare.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Inadequate funding. I think that
And resources.
yeah, and resources.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then extreme weather conditions, that is very obvious because as I mentioned in my introduction, I mentioned
Yeah.
that sometimes the temperatures we have all experienced
Extreme,
this
yeah.
can
Summer.
go up to
30, almost 40.
yeah. Okay, thank you very much. I think this is a good introductory part because we need to identify the challenges before we delve further into it, so that when we are discussing matters related to fire, we know what are some of these particular challenges that we are facing as a state. So, what do you think, according to you, as a resident? What measures do you think are currently missing or insufficient? What measures do you think are currently missing or insufficient?
You wanna write on
Yeah, we can write it on the sticky notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
What was it again?
What measures do you think are currently missing or insufficient? finished. Yeah. So yeah, maybe everyone can take us through their what they think or what they mentioned and see whether someone else also mentioned that. Yeah.
I can start with the first one, mine.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there is the measures that are currently missing. The first one is community education programs.
Mm-hmm.
I think people lack awareness,
Uh-huh.
so there is need for that.
Yeah.
There is need for making sure that everyone is on the know.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, and the second one is based on my background. I know that we lack advanced technology for early fire detections.
mhm,
So I think that's a valid point. And the third one is I feel like there is insufficient resources for people like the firefighters.
mhm,
They lack sufficient resources to be able to execute their duties here.
Oh, those are valid points. Yeah. Did anyone have anything related to that?
Yeah.
I have related to
Yeah.
For example, you see the technology you
Mhm.
mentioned about we need to have technology
Mhm.
that can be able to predict what time could fire maybe emerge.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same for technology. Technology can fail, so it leads to untimely communication.
Mhm.
And then resources, maybe there's limited resources. Even sometimes if you call 000 and you call for a fire, yes, they'll respond, but they'll take time. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's all about resources.
Yeah.
Then engaging with maybe the vulnerable populations.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe some people live in extreme areas prone to fires, and getting to them is quite a challenge.
You talked about education.
Yeah, that's awareness.
Yeah,
Awareness.
I think I talk. Mine is I say the providing information. I think it's to public in real time.
So that's awareness. Yeah.
And maybe training. You talked about training the firefighters.
So mine was insufficient resources for firefighters. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Closely
Yeah.
related, yeah.
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 Yeah. Thank you for that. So I have the last question in regards to identifying current challenges. What do you think prevented greater readiness during the 2019 bushfire? I know maybe some of you are not here, maybe some of you did not experience it, but from your own perspective, what do you think prevented greater readiness for 2019 bushfire that really terrorized this particular
What
state?
Yeah.
What prevented?
Greater readiness, like them getting ready for the 2019 bushfire.
Maybe it took long time
Since such a thing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
maybe
they were
the
not
government had assumed
Yeah.
maybe
So-
it's not going to happen.
Or
Yeah.
what we can call fire fatigue or something.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that is why they
Fine.
were
Yeah.
got off guard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or fire fatigue where they know, like, we already know that December is coming or summer is coming. We are expecting that, and then sometimes there's nothing that is coming, like bushfire. So everyone is like, oh, they always say that, but it doesn't happen. So something like that. Complacency, or what do you call that?
Yeah.
Ignorance.
Yeah.
What else?
What else?
For me, I can say, in that situation, maybe just it happened without people's expectations.
Yeah.
So lack of cooperation between the government agencies and
Yeah, the relevant,
and, the quick
relevant departments.
relevant department and the quick
The quick
responders
response
to
to that.
such a case.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing. Another thing I think is maybe failure to implement the required lessons, such as you see sometimes you're being trained on how to counter such a incident, let's say.
Disaster, yeah.
So failure to implement those lessons, and I think those are mine.
Yeah.
Maybe also it was underestimated.
Mm.
They didn't know that maybe
It
it
will
could
be
be
this
of that magnitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then resulting to that magnitude, also I think the system was overwhelmed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
You have raised around 3.
yeah, we're very valid ones. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna just put this
You will
aside.
take photos later
Yeah.
No, I
when you
can-
will
I-
be
I-
compiling the report.
Yeah. I can still do it
Uh-huh.
right now. So
Yeah,
I-
you can
My
do it.
points down.
Yeah.
yeah.
What was this? I think, you know what? Whatever we shared are all similar.
They're all similar, yeah.
You sure?
So what
yeah,
do we do?
Cause you said about underestimating risk and hitting that.
I think you were writing while we were.
No, I just want
I
to take a
just wrote it.
Oh, you wrote.
Yeah.
Oh, the same
So it's okay.
points.
It's the same,
Yeah.
Good.
Maybe you can take a picture of
Yes,
it.
this
Oh,
HOD camera.
sorry.
HOD
Yeah.
camera.
Your phone was
Sounds, huh?
Just
So
for now.
this one,
But the title?
you already copy.
Right.
This is the
These are the.
Use the blue one. Yeah.
How will you frame it? To be,
What was 2019?
excuse me. Excuse
sorry.
Bless you.
Yeah. So, thank you very much for contributing to that first session. Maybe just a recap of that particular session is we were trying to come up with or trying to identify the current challenges that are facing Queensland when it comes to its preparedness to fire. And of course, we had 3 guiding questions that have guided us through the session. And one of them was, what do you think are the biggest fire preparedness challenges currently facing our state, which we have tackled it quite well. And then, what measures do you think are currently missing or insufficient? I think that it will form part of our session or part of our next session, when we'll be coming up with ideas. And then, what do you think prevented greater readiness during the 2019 bushfire? Because I think that was really a bad one. Yeah. So we are still all energized.
Yeah.
Please feel free to take the snacks. We still have more snacks there for you guys to keep you going.
It's
Yeah.
lunchtime.
It's lunchtime. Yeah, we're gonna see after this what we're gonna eat. Yeah.
No worry.
Yeah. So the next session, after we have identified the current challenges, we want to come up with the ideas on how to maybe counter fire in case it comes up. We have all mentioned about the 2019. We are using that as a case study of what happened, and therefore, what should we do in case something like that happens again? So I want us to come up with ideas of what we can be able to do as Queensland when, in case such a disaster comes up, specifically fire, yeah, the bushfires. So I want us to come up with 3 ideas. Each one of us to come up with 3 ideas, and then those ideas will rotate amongst the three of you, and then at the end of it all, we'll pick the three common ideas, and then we'll identify solutions for those three best ideas that we have picked as a team. Okay?
Yeah. So what is the question again?
So the question is, I'd want us to come up with three ideas that you think will be best to combat bushfires.
Oh.
Yeah. 3 ideas, and as I've mentioned, I can repeat it again. We will rotate it, and then at the end of it all, we'll pick 3 most or 3 best ideas. Okay? Yeah. So, and you'll tell us why you think that is the best for you, and do you think that is the best idea? Okay? So. I would want us to think of another 3 ideas.
Oh my God.
Yeah, another 3 ideas. So it will rotate. These are for the first person, first participant. Yeah, so you rotate your ideas, and then we'll add another 3 until your paper reaches you. Okay?
Yep.
Until your ideas reaches you. That will be the end. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. We want to exhaust all the ideas. That is why we are doing so. And then I want us to come up with the best one at the end of the day. Yeah.
Unafikiria mpaka imefika mwisho kabisa?
Nitaedit hiyo sura na nitanieditia video.
You don't have to. Sasa unaweza ongea video.
Lakini lazima transcribe.
I'm getting someone has already written my idea, so I'm trying to
Think. Yeah. Until your idea reaches back to you. Yeah. So you fought.
You're really fast.
She has the
Fast
ideas.
learner.
She has the ideas. Yeah. You are done. You can rotate.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever you've written, you can just rotate.
I can't anymore.
You've written 9 already.
Yeah.
Or I forward plus this. Oh, already I've got my
Okay.
my answers here.
I think, yeah, I think,
We are done.
yes.
Okay.
As your ideas come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
I can see mine.
Oh.
And of
Everyone
course,
has to have their idea, because I would want you to, out of your ideas, this is the last step now. Out of your ideas, I want you to categorize for me which one do you think is the best,
or
second best,
mm-hmm.
and the third one, according to you. So I'm gonna put here idea 1, which you think will be the best, idea 2, second best, and then according to you, according to your ideas that you wrote down, and then we're gonna see which ones are related, and then idea 3. So I'll stick them here. I can stick them on the table here for the sake of everyone. So have your ideas with you. Have your ideas with you. Yeah.
I think this one for the first question.
Yeah. We can put the
What are
others.
these? If you're done with this, you can
Yeah.
put it away.
Let me put these away so that we have space. Yeah, everyone has their ideas. So
This was yours.
I want us to put idea 1 here, idea 2 here, which you think is the best according to you.
I think
Mhm.
this is fine.
Each one of us?
Yeah,
come
each
up
one
with-
of you, according to what you wrote, which one do you think is the best idea on how to
This one is not my turn.
Yeah, really? Which one do you think is the best
Yeah, yeah,
idea? Yeah.
I think mine, this one is the best idea.
That is your best idea? Yeah. Mhm.
This one is my second best idea.
Mhm. Mhm.
Why are you far away?
And then the last one for me.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
I'm training in workshop. Okay.
Mhm. So this is your best ideas. We have
Mhm.
categorized our ideas into 3. We have the best, the second, and the third one. So the first one, maybe someone can read for us. Yeah.
Relying on advanced technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
does everyone of you think this is the best idea that we need to implement?
Yeah.
To increase, let me show you, to increase this.
To increase real-time monitoring?
Yeah.
So it's contributing towards that.
Yeah.
And then the second one?
Sensitization.
And campaigns, yeah. Does everyone think that is the best idea?
It is.
Yeah. So, which is already on idea 2, which we can shift it.
Or we can leave idea 2 here
Yeah.
and then add the related ones underneath.
Yeah. So the related ones.
Is
This one is here, so you can do it here.
Yeah. Idea 1.
So it's related to this. Yeah.
And I think also relaying this one, it is in improving mapping
Improved mapping, yeah.
and real-time monitoring. So this one also shifts here.
Shifts here. Yeah. So then sensitizing and quick response. Yeah.
And we have this sensitization.
This is sensitizing, quick response. Let's say in case of fire,
Yeah.
like we should sensitize like quick response.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which it still falls under sensitization, right? Yeah. And then increase resources for emergency.
So for resources, this one and this one is the same. Access to maybe helicopters is part of the resources to help in this.
So at the end of the day, when you talk about access to water for helicopters,
Or
training
maybe
and
fire
workshop,
brigade.
it's
under
all resources.
Yeah.
All are resources.
So we need resources at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
Including
So-
human.
so
Yeah.
all what you've mentioned are the best ideas that we need to implement. So so we have our ideas. One is rely on advanced technology. The second idea is sensitization campaigns, and then the third one is improved mapping.
Let me show you.
Yeah.
You can put the sensitization here, so
Yeah.
you can idea 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that was very quick to come up with the best ideas that we need to implement in order to combat fire. Okay?
Yep.
So that is really, really good. And what I need us to do now, yeah, clap for yourself. I need us to identify what resources will we need in order to implement our ideas. What will we need in order to implement these ideas? We have come up with the best 3 ideas.
Okay.
Yes. What do you think we'll need in order to implement these resources or these ideas? What resources will we need
So
to make this idea work? Yeah?
I'm getting.
Yeah.
So the resources will need to implement the ideas.
Yeah. What resources will we need to make these ideas to work? Yeah. You have so many.
Hey. Really hatari.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, we're gonna share we're gonna share that and see what we have and see whether we have captured everything of the resources that we need to have in order to implement our ideas, because at the end of the day we must have.
So can I put mine here as well?
Yeah, you can just put it here.
There is
Yeah.
fire. You're killing us.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's an active participant. Yeah,
Yeah.
very active. Yeah, we can go through the ideas and feel free to talk more about your idea. Not your idea, your resource. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all pretty much the same actually.
Yeah, we'll see whether there's some sort of similarity in it. Yeah. Then we can start. Yeah.
So of course time, we need time. Everything takes time. So and time is important here for us for even for future, like to look back and see, hey,
Yeah.
And then human resources, of course, labor,
very important. Yeah.
if firefighters, that's human resource. Socioeconomic factors, this includes like depends on individuals' level of education, like their cultural practices is infused to them, so just their surrounding impacts how they will respond to the preparedness training and stuff like that. And then financial capacity and funding goes hand in hand, evidence and research goes hand in hand. So
Yeah. So Ian, so you have the same one, funding.
Funding from government and NGOs.
Yeah.
and
I think,
research is here, evidence.
Research, like we have, like we look at what happened in the past
Past
and how we can mitigate so that it
improve,
doesn't happen in future.
Really good.
And
Yeah.
the last one is technology. I'm seeing
Yeah, also
some
past
yeah,
technology.
technology at least. We
Same.
need some.
Uh,
That's one of the resources that we need. We need
Yeah.
like technology personnel so that
Yeah.
they can help us. Let's say you have a device that can, if there is fire somewhere, you can like log in and check the real-time updates. Yeah.
And it keeps on improving.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
Mine appears to be a little bit different. Post-fire audit and
okay.
investigation.
That's really good because we can learn from what
The
happened
Yeah.
especially in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we say post-fire audits, it takes time. You have to study what could have led to that. And then we have the second one was about
You have
training.
training.
I had written it was somewhere here. Improve training programs for incident management team, and maybe incorporating technology. Yeah. And then the last one was about helping raise awareness of the complexities of the managing bushfire risk. Yeah.
So I think for the improve training for incident management team and raise awareness, of course, at the end of the day, we need to have resources for that,
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
Because if we are going to raise awareness, it can really take a lot of cash. You can imagine how Queensland is big, so yeah. I totally agree with you. So that one can go into, it is related to funding, so we need to have funding to raise awareness.
I think funding can
Yeah.
can measure.
Yeah. So Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much. So we can put this away.
Take a photo?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So we have identified, we have our idea, of course. We have resources that we will require in order to implement our idea. That is good. Then, of course, for everything to, sometimes when we want to do something, if we want to implement this idea, we have the resources, but sometimes you can face challenges. What do you think are some of the challenges that we can face when trying to implement this idea?
Or challenges now?
Yeah, what are some of the challenges do you think we can have while trying to implement our idea? Yeah.
Oh man, have you written 5 again?
No, it's only 4.
Oh no.
I've tried my best.
Mm.
Can I put it here?
Remember, there's no right or wrong answer. Yeah. I mean, there's no wrong answer. I mean, yeah. So.
Remaining with 1.
Yeah.
It's 1 hour 4 minutes.
Okay, so quickly we can look on to the potential challenges that we might face while implementing these challenges. Maybe we can see what everyone has contributed. Yeah? Who would want to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can try. The first thing that I found that I think is a challenge,
Mhm.
and I think we can agree all of us, is funding.
Yeah.
Limited, let's say having limited funding is a
Mhm.
challenge.
Yeah.
My second one is limited knowledge.
Mhm.
I don't know if that idea is valid though, but yeah.
Mm.
The second one is
Third one.
cooperation in case of an incident. There is normally kind of confusion, so
Mhm.
you might end up taking time to help mitigate the situation
Mhm.
due to lack of cooperation.
Mhm.
From key stakeholders.
Yeah, key stakeholders. Then my last was unpredictable weather conditions,
Mhm.
because it's unpredictable. Like let's say right now, the weather just changed and
Yeah.
the situation like it goes to an extreme, so
Is there
it's
no?
unpredictable.
Yeah. Is there no anyone who wrote anything
It's similar.
different? Similar?
Limited funding, similar, resistant from the community. I think it might
Limited
go.
knowledge.
Mm.
Yeah, limited. Maybe they might resist from training due to their cultural background and stuff.
Mm.
Technological failure,
That's
and then
very different.
unpredictable. So disasters are unpredictable. So
That's the same
you
thing.
can't. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the same.
Yeah. And Willie?
I think the one for limited knowledge is like that one of communication from the fireground, because
So limited
Knowledge?
knowledge. Yeah.
another one is up to date fireground maps. On
We
the
don't have
terrain.
up-to-date fire.
Yeah. They should identify. Sometimes it varies where fire can happen. And then we have lastly difficulty in getting enough water by firefighters maybe. Challenges.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I think they are all very valid points that we need to take into considerations and see how do we then work around these particular challenges. Yeah, I think the other thing I would want us to discuss then, someone have talked about like cooperation between the relevant departments and all that. Then whom do we think then will be really could make this idea to be a reality? Who are the main stakeholders? Who are the main stakeholders when it comes to making our ideas a reality? Yeah. Who are the main stakeholders when it comes to this? Yeah.
Emergency services and government.
Uh-huh.
Do you want us to write?
Yeah,
or
you can
just-
write it
Oh,
down. Yeah.
Yeah, the emergency service.
So the main stakeholders, right?
Yeah, main stakeholders. So whom are the main stakeholders that we've been able to mention here? Yeah. So we have, Doris has mentioned the government. I think that is the key stakeholder, the community, including ourselves here, researchers that will help us do research on matters related to fire, NGOs maybe for funding and creating awareness, international cooperation from other,
For benchmark.
for benchmarking, yeah. Everyone's responsibility, I like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the community.
Yeah. Emergency department, of course we need to have
Yeah,
them.
I think that's the point is,
Yeah.
emergency
Yeah.
responders.
So it's all related. Yeah. Thank
What
you.
about when we have, for example, in Kenya, we normally have a Ministry of Environment.
Yeah.
The overlay.
The
That
ministries.
is the department concerned, yeah, relevant department. Yeah.
Oh,
But it's still under government, actually.
yeah. It's still government. It's like
Yeah.
county government. It's like the national government and the county government.
So it's a state department inside the government.
Yeah. So one last thing I would want us to do, because we are the residents of Queensland.
Yeah.
What do you think we can do? What can we do as residents to reduce the risk of future fires? What can we do? We can brainstorm on that. Yeah.
We can attend more workshops.
Mm-hmm.
Use social media. Use just
Like
to keep us
creating
informed.
posts
Yeah.
that
Yeah, word to word mouth, like informing people at the community level.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Oh, starting our own initiatives.
Mm-hmm.
Working in field or volunteering in field related to disaster. What else can we do? I think just being conscious of the risks.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So I would like us to wrap up the session. It has been a good one, and thank you all for your all ideas. We have a bunch of ideas there of everything that we have been able to do, and therefore I don't know if there's any question anyone would like to ask. Yeah.
So
Do
far,
you
so
think?
good.
Are you happy?
Good,
Yeah,
actually.
because of course all these materials will assist us in coming up with a good report that will be able to help the Queensland government to come up with the best way of how to combat fire in case it happens, so that whatever happened in 2019 does not even when in case it happens,
Doesn't repeat
we
itself.
we know how best to go about it. So as since you are participants for this particular meeting, if you'd want the report to be shared with you at the end of the day of what we have been able to discuss and the ideas that we've been able to come with, then I'll be able to share everything on the email, just the same way I share the consent form on your email. So I still have your emails. But unless anyone has a question, then we'd like to wrap up the session. Yeah. Any question from anyone?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for
Welcome.
attending the session, and yeah, you have a good weekend. Yeah.